I got the brand new Apple Watch Ultra 2 Black Titanium for Rs 55,000 with a full 1 year warranty. And there's no major catch, but I'll tell you everything in this video. It's been 60 days now, and my honeymoon phase with this watch, it still isn't over. Each time I look at my Apple Watch Ultra 2, I fall in love with it again. I always wanted to have the Ultra because of the battery life claimed by Apple. My Apple Watch Series 6 has 71% of battery health, which was as low, and I had to charge it 2 times a day, once in the morning and a little top up before going to bed at night for sleep tracking. It was a slight discomfort when at home, but a huge issue when I was on the go. So I had made up my mind to upgrade to the Apple Watch Ultra 2, but then the price was way too high at Rs 90,000. I was looking for a slightly used or refurbished deal. So, until a deal comes up, I was torn on the decision about which color to choose between the natural and black titanium. And I have got the black titanium, and I am very much happy about my choice. You are probably thinking, why did I go for the black titanium instead of the natural one? Well, here's why. Hi there, I'm Abhijit and you're watching TechNutso. I visited the Apple BKC Store to check out both color options in person to help me decide which one to go for. It was a perfect place to witness the Apple Watch Ultra 2 up close and personal. I had also researched on the internet enough. As I was comparing these two colors, I found out one interesting thing. Being demo units, the natural titanium had clearly seen some action, tiny scratches and spots all over from constant handling. But surprisingly, the black had held up very good with no discoloration. While researching, I found out that the black version actually is PVD coated over the natural titanium, which makes it noticeably more durable and scratch resistant than the raw uncoated finish. I know the Ultra's getting scratched is known as scars for some people, but I would like to keep my Ultra spotless and use it with care. Also, there are a lot of cheap fakes of the natural titanium was my second reason to get the black. The third reason was that the bezels disappear into the black, which makes the watch look more refined and cleaner. And the fourth, black titanium is still a rarity overall, which makes this version stand out even more. So, these are some reasons to consider the black titanium over the natural one, but the choice is ultimately yours. I always had huge watches despite my wrist not being so big, and the Watch Ultra doesn't look bulky but perfect for me on my wrist. It's rare, but sometimes the crown does brush against my wrist, but it's never been an issue. Let's have a physical overview of the Apple Watch Ultra 2. A flat 1.92 inches sapphire crystal display with 326 ppi on the front. On the right is the haptic enabled digital crown, a power button, two microphones, depth gauge and water temperature sensor. On the left is the vibrant orange customizable action button, speakers and a microphone, and the GPS antennas are below the bezel extending to the right side. On the back are the crucial health monitoring sensors like electrical heart sensor, 4 screws and 2 quick strap release buttons. The build quality feels very scratch resistant and durable. I have banged it on wooden shelves, glass and walls, but most of the time the other surfaces leave their color on the watch. Just a wipe with a finger and the body is spotless. But there are very minute marks on the bezels which are visible only when looked at closely, and it doesn't bother me. I was thinking of buying a bezel plus screen protector from ESR, but I haven't yet because the black titanium seems a tough surface to scratch. We'll see. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 uses sapphire crystal glass on the display, making it far more durable than the Ion X glass found on aluminum models. I still have applied a flexible screen protector on mine just to be safe. The buttons are tactile and just feel like Apple. The action button is a great addition. I have assigned walking as a workout to quickly start it as I go for a walk in the evening regularly. Long pressing the action button and we can assign it to choose between these 11 options. And this is just great and quick rather than going to the settings. Of all the Apple Watches I have owned and reviewed, this was the fastest to pair with my iPhone. I don't particularly know the reason, but I had connected it to my iPhone through the charging cable. Maybe that could be a reason, but the process was very quick and just under 5 minutes. The other watches took about 10 minutes or more to set up with the iPhone. The 1.92-inch Retina LTPO OLED display comes with 3000 nits of peak brightness and the display is clearly visible under direct sunlight with crisp and vibrant colors. The touch response is very accurate and quick, classic Apple. The flat display feels different from the curved ones. It looks like a small smartphone on the wrist, and as the display is larger than the Apple Watch Series 10, we get a whole new row of complications which adds to the user experience. I use the modular Ultra watch face and I have 3 rows of complication. It really comes in handy. I don't need to navigate anywhere or reach my iPhone when everything is just one wrist raise away. Out of a variety of watch faces, the modular Ultra is my favorite, but you can choose whichever suits you. With the watchOS 26 bringing the flick gesture, it is going to be one hella feature. The always on display with night mode looks spectacular. I have set it to auto mode, which turns the screen red when in low or no light areas. The smart stack introduced with the watchOS 11 automatically shows up when I play music or when there's any live activity on. I can track my Swiggy Zomato deliveries easily without needing to look at my iPhone. This is neat. No distractions mean more productivity. The smart stack is just a scroll up or swipe up away, and we can add widgets we use daily for quick access. At the heart of the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is the Apple S9 chip, and it is damn fast. I can feel the difference after coming from the Series 6. Everything is fast, opening apps, scrolling through the watchOS, Siri, unlocking my MacBook and iPhone, etc. The Ultra 2 has inbuilt 64GB storage space for music, apps, voice memos, etc. The haptics are more prominent than my Series 6 and help me wake up easily with my alarms and timer. I don't miss out on calls or notifications. The double tap feature by Apple is only useful when picking up calls, dismissing timers, etc. But the double tap as an accessibility feature, which I used on my Apple Watch Series 6, is far better in terms of operation and user experience. Health and workouts tracking are more like the same with Apple Watches, but there are some extra features with the Ultra 2, like the water depth sensor, precision dual frequency GPS, siren, etc. I use Pillow to track my sleep because it sends me a notification each morning of how much time I have slept and my sleep quality. About workouts, I go for outdoor walks and track them with the Workouts app. Vitals app is a great addition with the watchOS 11. It notifies us that something is not right with our body and when we are about to be sick. Finding my parked car with the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is one hella cool feature. Super handy and surprisingly accurate. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 is IP6X certified for dust resistance and offers water resistance up to 100 meters, which is significantly more than the Series 10. The Ultra 2 has only one variant, which comes in a 49mm size and cellular by default. I haven't tested the cellular service as I carry 2 smartphones, so there's no need for me to add a mobile network service to my watch. The speaker on the watch is loud enough to take calls, and we can even play music on it through Spotify and Apple Music. Also, downloading the tracks and playing them later through AirPods is possible. If you have watched this video until this point in time, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Talking about the battery life, the Apple Watch Ultra 2 delivers it as claimed, 36 hours with normal use. I am not a sports person, but the watch is always on my wrist, excluding 2 hours in the morning when I don't want to be bombarded by notifications. I charge my watch after 36 hours only, and this is really great after coming from an Apple Watch Series 6, which I had to charge 2 times a day. 36 hours is good after coming from the 2 times a day, but if it had 48 hours or 2 full days would be of great help. Now, don't judge me by saying that you went from 12 to 36 hours but still complaining. I say that because 36 hours from a charge means 1 day and 12 hours. So each time I have to charge my Apple Watch Ultra at different times. Some days I have to charge it at night and some days in the morning. So the charge schedule is not the same. I at times forget to charge it because of this change. The charging time is approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes. I hope that the next generation Ultra Watch adds a little more battery to help extend the charge cycles. The battery is really impressive on the Apple Watch Ultra 2. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 is compatible with the iPhone XS and later, iPhone SE 2nd Gen and later, with iOS 18 and later. While I was searching for a refurb or slightly used deal, I came across a very awesome deal by Sumit Bhai Johnny and Ginny Store, Thane. And when I got a chance to deal with them, I took it. Got this brand new no box deal for rupees 55,000. Just the dial, a charger, and an aftermarket band. And since I use FridayStyle bands, this was a total no brainer. I have linked their Instagram page in the description. Go check them out. If you are interested, you can place an order and they will deliver all across India. My experience with them was smooth and I will definitely be buying from them again. But as this Apple Watch Ultra 2 is a United States product, the blood oxygen sensor is disabled due to a lawsuit. And as the lawsuit ends, the blood oxygen sensor will be enabled. I rarely check these metrics, so this is not a deal breaker for me. Apple Watch Ultra 2 was launched on 9 September 2024 with incremental updates, but the black color was a standout. With September 2025 around the corner, there are rumors of the Watch Ultra 3 launching. But the price is going to be as same as the Ultra 2, rupees 90,000, or maybe hike could be possible. So getting this no box deal is a total steal. I am in love with the Apple Watch Ultra 2 for what it offers. I recommend you to get this no box deal if you are looking to buy an Apple Watch Ultra 2 at half the price. So here I end my video. This was my review of the Apple Watch Ultra 2 Black Titanium. Drop your queries in the comments below and the relevant ones will be answered. If you have any tech queries, follow and DM me on Instagram. I am happy to help. Instagram link in the description. So see you guys in the next one. TechNutso signing off.